y'all, welcome to the Lips Reaction. I'm Lips. Do you want to go on a journey with me today? A journey into The Walking Dead Season 2? Perhaps we start with episode 1? That sounds like a good place to start. That's what we're doing here today. We are starting The Walking Dead Season 2. Season 1 was a phenomenal start to this show. I think it did a really good job in 6 episodes, which I love 6 episode seasons of things, especially for a first season. I think, I'm watching this so late, I would have been invested either way, no matter what. But I really liked the pacing of it. I thought they did a good job of introducing us to the characters. They made almost everyone likable and redeemable. And it's been such a fascinating journey getting to know them. I don't have dislike for really anyone. I think the only person that I'm like, sir, you are gonna need to pump the brakes for me a little bit is Shane. I have more understanding for him after this season finale, but I still have so many questions given the whole pointing the gun at Rick thing. But other than that, I think everyone I'm like attached to, and I think they've done a really good job of attaching me to these characters in a short amount of time with very little information. And it all comes down to the ways that they treat each other. It comes down to the humanity of it for me, which I've heard in the comments. That is something that you guys think the show does, like that. Yes, there's zombies, but the people and the arcs and the like character studies of it all are really where this show shines, which is great because that's really like my favorite thing to kind of break down an experience in a show. And I'm really liking it. And I'm really, really glad that we started this journey. So we're starting season 2 today. The title of this episode is What Lies Ahead? And I guess I just have one question. What happened to Merle? It seems like Daryl just gave up. We did leave that note on the car. And so I'm assuming that 2 things will happen there. Merle will see that note and find us, and also, except for now we're not even going to be in the city, and also the guy and his son that Rick meet when he gets out of the hospital. But I'm excited either way. Thanks for being here. If you want to watch full-length reactions with me, you can head over to Patreon. You need your own copy to sync up and watch along. Otherwise, don't forget to hit like and subscribe, and I will see you in the episode.
I guess I'm losing hope that you can hear me. But there's always that chance, isn't there? It's all about slim chances now.
It is all about slim chances.
I try to do everything right. Keep people safe.
I love Rick.
Our group's smaller now. We lost another. It was her choice. I won't say I blame her. She lost faith.
She did lose faith. It's surprising that more people haven't.
The CDC was a dead end. I met a man there. He told me something. It doesn't matter. What matters is we're moving on. Atlanta's done.
No, maybe that's for the best. Maybe that is for the best to not say that to Morgan over the radio.
I'm trying hard not to lose faith. I can't. If I do, the others, my wife, my son.
Shane, I see you.
So we gotta stick together. Fight for each other. Be willing to lay down our lives for each other if it comes to that.
Can we trust Shane to do that? To risk his life for us?
Be careful out there, Morgan. I don't know, just be safe. Maybe we'll see you in Fort Benning someday.
Please, I would love to see them again. No shot at this point that we don't see them again, right? I mean, yeah. He's looking right at me. That was somehow a hopeful but eerie start. I think more eerie than hopeful. Like the message, well, because we know now also that Rick puts on a front because he's a caretaker. And he also is losing hope, and he's feeling lost, and he's feeling defeated, you know?
Looks complicated.
I can clean yours. Show you how.
That's a useful life skill. She still seems a little Disassociated from life. Distant.
It's a sweet piece.
It was a gift from my father. He gave it to me just before Amy and I took off on our road trip.
Wait, they were on a road trip when this all happened?
Oh, jeez.
Oh, no.
Oh no, it's right.
Maybe we should just go back. There's an interstate bypass.
Can't spare the fuel.
Oh, this is scary. Dude, Rick is such a daddy. You're joking. You're joking, you're joking, you're joking.
Can't find a radiator hose here.
There's a whole bunch of stuff we can find. Siphon more fuel from these cars for a start.
Yes. Okay, resourceful, yes.
This is a graveyard.
Okay, yes. What do you want us to do about that? Respect it? You want me to respect the dead in an apocalypse?
I don't know how I feel about this.
Okay, we gotta set that aside, girly. Look, you die in an apocalypse, a zombie apocalypse, your stuff, mine. I'm turning cold-hearted. I'll be nice to my group. Abandoned cars, though? Well, there is shit, because there's a choice in, I think, the first Walking Dead Telltale game where you have to decide if you want to take some stuff from a car or not. And I did, and I think it came back to haunt me. Oops. I learned nothing in life, apparently.
Here, you do it. Learn something.
Learn something. Hey, learning and knowledge is so necessary and important. Oh, that's sad. Okay, the little kid backpack is heartbreaking. How about some new clothes? You deserve it. A dead lady's clothes. Lori,
Ed never let me wear nice things like this.
you should take
I don't
it.
need clothes.
We are gonna need clothes. Uh-oh. Whoa, never mind. Hell yeah.
Hey, they need some. It's like being baptized, man.
Shane is so funny because to go from being short on water to seeing abundance of water and be like, it's fine, we'll be okay. Let me just bust one open real quick. Uh-oh. We need to go with a bat. This is not good. The moment he shoots that... No! See? We can't. No, you can't do it. They're all going to come. Oh, they're already coming. They're all already coming. Okay, now I don't think we needed the gun to see that mob. Oh no, and everyone's so spread out and...
Lori! Under the cars!
Is that gonna be enough? You don't have a peripheral vision, girl? Oh, she sure does. No! Oh my gosh! Oh, to be stuck in that RV is so scary. You're joking. You're joking. You're joking. No! That's a nest. He's dead. How are you gonna take him out of this show? How are you gonna do that to us? Oh no. Oh. Okay. Okay. Into the eye. Look, buddy, you're dead. Is Daryl gonna save him? Oh. Huge. Let's go! Let's go! Oh. Okay. Oh. Daryl is smooching that walker. You're joking. You're joking. Oh, Lori. I get what Lori is doing, but if this kid dies and her mom had to watch it happen, she's gonna take herself out. She's gonna opt out of the living experience. I would. Oh no. Walkers have no right being so fast. No, 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 no. Ah! Oh shit, you scared me.
Those walkers on the road would hear it. Then it would be just two. It'd be hundreds.
I'm so scared.
Hide in there.
No, don't leave me.
Listen. I can only deal with them one at a time. I wouldn't be able to protect you. This is how we both survive, you understand?
Oh, I love him, but I'm so scared. I really don't want, if that kid dies.
You ugly son of a bitch.
Calling them ugly. Oh, that was, the way they shot that made it seem like there was going to be somehow a walker back in there with her. Oh. Okay, Daddy, show us what you got. Is that a big rock in your hand, Rick? Oh. Oh. Okay. Nicely done. Hell yeah. Damn. See, and this is why we gotta be strong. We gotta have an RV. And we've gotta have canned goods. Oof. That felt personal somehow.
She was gone by the time I got back here. I figured she just took off and ran back to the group. I told her, go that way and keep the sun on her left shoulder.
Oh no.
Gets tired and scared, man. She had her a close call, 2 walkers. Gotta wonder how much of what she said stuck.
Fair?
She did like you said, headed back to the highway.
We don't find her. So we took her down hiding in a bush somewhere.
Okay, thank you, Shane. It seemed like you were blaming it on Rick, which it seems to be your favorite hobby. And I would tell you to get a hobby, but we don't have room and time for hobbies in this world. So.
Get off that way.
Maybe she saw something. Spooked her. Made her run off.
Walker?
I don't see any other footprints. Just hers.
People are gonna start panicking. Let them know we're on our trail, but most of all, keep everybody calm.
I keep them busy scavenging cars.
Thank you. Appreciate that. That's a good plan. It's a good plan. Keeping people calm is an important strategy.
Going back's gonna be easier than trying to get through this mess.
We're not going anywhere till my daughter gets back. Hey,
True.
that goes without saying.
It's okay. That goes without saying. I agree, Lori.
I'm still freaked out from that herd that passed us by.
Heard. That sounds about right.
I heard, but
Now,
what
we've
are they
seen it.
going
The night
to?
camp got attacked. Just a wandering pack, only fewer.
Hive mind of it all, but where's the hive mind taking them?
Tracks are gone.
What?
They're faint.
Oh,
They ain't gone.
Daryl coming through. This is gonna answer a question for me, I think. If somebody just dies and they weren't bit, they're just dead. They don't turn. Why did that guy just die in his car then?
Shane, check it out.
Whoa.
Shane, tell her to let me keep one.
Uh-oh.
Go get them all to Dale. Now, go.
Good man, Shane. Good man. Carl just put him in a tough position.
What was that?
Was what?
The way you blew him off just now. You crushed him.
Oh, what do you want him to do? He can't have a different opinion than you.
Cold shoulder?
Is that what you wanted? Weren't you the one who said, stay the hell away?
Lori, what?
Meltdown in the rec room slipped your mind when you tried
When I tried to what? What do you think that was?
I think it is pretty plain what that was.
Yeah.
Shane, we need to stop this.
Why do you think I'm prepping my new ride? I'm leaving.
What? Dude. Shane.
Gonna quietly slip away. First chance I get.
No, you're not. No, you're freaking... He is having a hard time watching them act like a family, though, isn't he?
The Office of Civil Defense has issued the following message.
What?
Is that a local signal?
Do not venture outside.
It's gotta be within 50 miles of here.
Okay, so wherever the Office of Civil Defense is, there's somebody there. Do I think Shane should go out on his own? No. Do I want Shane to go out on his own? No. I like him. Do I understand that he's having a really hard time? Yes. Will Shane going out on his own essentially wreck everything blow up the facade and the secrets they've been keeping since Rick got back? Yes. Nope, goodbye.
What are you looking for?
Skin under the fingernails.
Oh.
It fed recently.
Uh-oh.
Flesh caught in its teeth.
No.
Yeah, what kind of flesh?
Only one way to know for sure.
Oh my gosh.
House had a big meal not long ago.
I mean, look, somehow this does make both of them very hot that they would do this to get information.
This gross bastard had himself a woodchuck for lunch.
Okay. No, that's fine then. That's Sophia's not a woodchuck. Oh no, the sun is setting.
It'll be dark soon.
Oh no.
Where's my gun? You have no right to take it.
I can hold on to it for you.
Or you can give it back to me.
Because he thinks she's depressed. Oh.
Less guns we have floating around camp, the better.
You turning over your weapon?
Ooh.
But I'm trained. That's what the rest of y'all needs, proper training. But until that time, I think it's best if Dale keeps them all accounted for.
Oh.
They're back.
Empty-handed. Shit.
You can't leave my daughter out there on her own. Just spend the night alone in the woods.
Out in the dark's no good.
Is that blood?
He took down a walker. There was no sign it was ever anywhere near Sophia.
We did our due diligence.
How could you just leave her out there to begin with?
He saved. He had to.
She's just a...
It was my only option.
I'm sure nobody doubts that.
Well, somebody does.
My little girl got left in the woods.
She did. I know. I'm so sorry. It's time we teach these kids a few lessons, though. I was gonna say at the beginning of this episode that, like, it's nice to see two kids in an apocalypse show or setting get to be kids, but I think we're babying them too much. Like, Carl and Sophia are helpless and they rely on the adults, and that becomes a liability, unfortunately. No, I don't need them to grow up and be a full-on adult, but we do need to, teach them things.
Everybody assemble your packs.
Dale, keep on those repairs. We gotta get this RV ready to move. And keep an eye on Carl while we're gone.
I'm going with you.
No. Well, no.
Well, he has all of you to look after him. I'd say he's in good hands.
You're right.
Okay. But always within our sight, no exceptions.
Please don't become a liability. Oh.
Saved your life.
No, Dale. I saved yours. You forced that on me.
Oh, wow. True.
I wanted to die my way, not torn apart by drooling freaks. That was my choice. You took that away from me, Dale.
He did.
You took my choice away, Dale. And you expect gratitude?
Oof. That is... Wow, that is a really sombering conversation.
I'm not your little girl. I'm not your wife, and I'm sure as hell not your problem.
Andrea. That's so... I feel so bad for Dale. Like, there are some good truths in what she was saying, and I do hope that she comes around, and I think, I think she's living and she's whatever right now. And Dale needed her, and I don't know. I get both sides. I really, truly do. He did take her choice. But also, he just loves her so much, he just doesn't want her to give up
Shane, look.
so soon.
Dad said I could carry it, and Mom said as long as I was careful.
Ooh, okay. Well, now, yeah. Okay, the weapon thing, I understood why he was so direct with Carl, but that seemed cold and mean to Carl for no reason.
Shane's mad at me. Did I do something wrong?
No. He's not mad at you. He's just taking it out on you, which is really messed up. Come on, Shane. Pull it together. You're a grown man. That's a kid.
Call out softly. If she's in there, yours is the first voice you should hear.
Sophia?
This is scaring me. I think Daryl has a good reflexes. I'm hoping. If it were me, I'd accidentally kill someone. I'm telling you that right now. Oh, oh, somebody's dead in there. Ew! This is just a shout out to the person who commented about that, what things in scenarios like this are usually made out of, so that I can continue drinking my coffee in peace. I am disgusted, but I don't wanna vomit as much. There's a church nearby with a working bell. Okay, well that's gonna draw a bunch of walkers.
I hear them, then maybe Sophia does too.
Someone's ringing those bells. Maybe calling others.
They're signaling that they found her.
She could be ringing them herself.
All true. We gotta go.
Ain't you supposed to be fixing that radiator?
I had it fixed yesterday.
What?
If the others know we're mobile, they'll want to mobilize, move on.
See, this is the true essence of Dale, and this is like similar to what he did with Andrea.
I want to hold off the needs of the many versus the needs of the few arguments as long as I can.
That is one tricky hose, huh?
It really is. I love him. I love him. He, just like Rick does. I think Rick does it very openly. I think Shane tries to do it and fumbles the bag a lot. But all three of those men, Rick, Shane, and Dale, are always trying to keep the peace and keep the calm and keep people safe in their own ways. I love Dale's like background action of it because I think it works a lot of the time for us. Of course, Andrea's mad at him. I don't know. Maybe someday she'll come around. I think there's a lot of feelings there. Not these people stuck in church. Pack it up. Most religious motherfuckers out there. Oh, very well done. Very nice. See, and this is why you should stay with the group, Shane. Because all three of you guys working together, everyone handing you your weapons, it was teamwork.
Sophia!
Oh, shit.
Yo, JC, you taking requests?
Oh.
There's no steeple.
Oh. Well, nope. Oh, you're joking.
I'm gonna go back in for a bit.
Oh.
Are you really leaving?
Oh, shit. She's gonna get the tea.
You're just gonna disappear.
You tell him what you want or tell him nothing at all.
And Carl?
I love Carl.
He thinks you hate
I'm
him.
trying to put some distance. I'm trying to make this easier. This ain't easy on any of us, least of all me. I'm the one who loses here.
Oh. Oh. I can't blame him for that. I am a romantic at heart. Oh. She's gonna want to go with him. Or not. Or she hates him. I'm not sure. It always felt like she wanted Shane and he like led her on or denied her, and like nothing has suggested that. We've gotten no conversations like that, but it always feels like that.
Prayed for Ed to be punished for laying his hands on me. Praying for Ed's death was a sin. Please, don't let this be my punishment.
That's a really toxic mental path to go down with yourself.
Punish me however you want.
I don't believe in a Jesus Christ that would punish you. If I believe in a higher power, I think I believe in a higher power. I don't believe in one that punishes. But also, I just think that's such a tough mental... She's in a tough mental space, but like, that's a really toxic...
I don't know the story.
There is no story.
Fine, I don't care. Don't confuse me with someone who does. Look, all I care about is getting out of here.
She does want to go with him.
Say we do. We just run off. What's in it for me? Except the extra ass I got to cover.
Also, you know what really grinds my fucking gears about this with Shane? You can't separate from us. We'll be more unsafe without you here. You got to think about everyone. You got to think about everyone. Everyone got to be safe. Every decision you have to make, you have to think about everyone else. We need you. We need the manpower. First one to fucking leave the moment that he can't get the girl. Bitch. Pissing me
There's only
off.
so many hours of daylight left. We still got a long way
Lighthearted,
back.
but
I can't stop yet.
I just want him to stay. But also, explain that to me, Shane.
Her being out here, it's my fault. That's great. Now I got you doubting yourself, huh?
It is... Well, it's not his fault.
It will be the miracle we need. We can't give up.
The miracle we need.
Me and Rick, we're just gonna hang back, search this area another hour or so. Just be thorough.
I want to stay too. I'm a friend.
Okay. Okay.
When did you start growing up?
Well, in the midst of an apocalypse, you keep aging, unfortunately. I think this is smart. I too want to keep Carl safe, but I also did say earlier that these kids are too kiddie.
I'm not taking your gun and leaving you unarmed.
Got a spare.
Harold, my heart. But you know who doesn't get a gun? Andrea.
I guess you already know I'm not much of a believer. I guess I just chose to put my faith elsewhere. The thing is, I could use a little something to help keep us going. Acknowledgement, something.
This is very honest, desperate conversation he's having.
Hey, look, I don't need all the answers. Just a little nudge, a sign.
Any sign will do.
He's gonna get a sign, and then he's gonna be a believer. Hey, we all need hope.
Guess I'll find out.
And it comes in many different forms. And religion, tale as old as time, of being the symbol that you go back to for hope, for comfort, for safety.
I see you have a gun.
Why, you want it? I'm sick of the looks you're giving me.
Oh, me too.
All of it, but you have got to stop blaming Rick. It is in your face every time you look at him. And when Sophia ran, he didn't hesitate, did he? Not for a second.
No, he didn't. Finding blame is a way to find comfort. That's the real true breakdown of it.
Y'all look to him and then you blame him when he's not perfect.
Yeah. It's just a deer.
Shane.
Oh my gosh, that would be a good dinner for everyone. Uh-oh. Proud dad. Oh. No, no. What? What?
No.
Well, that was not the sign we were what? Oh my god. Oh my gosh. Oh my god, literally. That felt like a missile into my heart. That was a devastating, holy shit. I had so many things that I wanted to talk about, but that wiped me out. Oh, that feels like a bad dream. That feels like something that would happen in your dream and you wake up and you're like, please don't be real, 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 please don't be real. But it is, I think. Oh shit. Well, I said we'd get a little sign of hope and that would make a believer out of Rick, but I don't think we're getting that. I don't think we are. Shane can't leave now. This is... Oh my gosh. Now why... Whoever shot that gun, now why would they do that? Did they not... I mean, I guess it was a big buck, but like, did they not see the little boy standing right there? Answers rarely provide relief and satisfaction in this world, unfortunately. And I think like the themes and the emotional moments are really amazingly done right now. We've got Andrea, who is mad that she was forced to essentially save Dale. And she said it so well, like it is so true. Dale didn't save her, she saved Dale. She wanted to go. We took that choice away from her. And I think it was very abundant there, right? Because like nobody was fighting for Jackie to stay alive. Nobody was so desperate to keep Jackie alive. They just let her make her decision. I mean, they respected it and they walked away. But Dale said no. And is that selfish? Perhaps. Am I glad? I think my emotions are, I think, a bit stunted and a bit like not fully in touch with the reality of it, because from a plot perspective and from a show perspective, I want Andrea there, right? So I'm like, I'm not mad at Dale and I'm not mad at Andrea for feeling the way that she's feeling. But I don't think either of them we need to be mad at. I think it's just a true experience of this, of like, you saved her life, yes, and maybe eventually Andrea will be like, find something else that makes her life worth living. Because thing is, if she truly did just want to die, I think she could find a way. I think she could. So I don't think she's hit full desperation yet. I think the coddling of like not being able to hold her own gun it's demeaning, I think is what it is. It's kind of like you took away her choice, but now you're also still like, you're not giving her an opportunity to really, you're not letting her live on your playing field. You're demeaning her. You're treating her like a child. You're treating her with gloves. And I think that is probably more frustrating than just being forced to like stay alive. And so I do think perhaps Dale should pull it back. But like I said, in the reaction, Dale, Rick, and Shane are the three main leaders that I notice in this group. I think Daryl is like our I can think about this kind of in like gaming terms, right? Daryl is like our DPS, okay? He has the weapons, he has the skills, he has the strategy for it, okay? We have the women, well, the two moms do seem to be taking on more of this like healing caregiver role, and I like them. And I think Dale is kind of in that role as well. He's like the healing caregiver strategy maker. And I love him for that. He's very like pulled back about it. And then you've got Rick and Shane, who are very big, like they're the big strategy makers. It's almost like they're the tanks, except for they're not really, they kind of are the tanks, aren't they? They're like going out there and they're kind of like getting the information, and they're making sure it's safe for everyone else to come through. And then Daryl comes in and he does his damage. Everyone has to do a little bit of everything. Everyone has to be a little bit of a caregiver. Like when we saw that with Daryl, he came in, he killed the walker, and then he saved that guy. What is that guy's name? T-Dog. He saved T-Dog. Everyone has to do a little bit of everything, but they're all kind of leaning into different roles. The kids are very much kids. And as we saw today, the trying to preserve the innocence of childhood for them is becoming a liability. And I think about that a lot in these shows. I thought about this a lot in the first season of The Last of Us, and I've played the games of that too, but in the first season of The Last of Us, it's like there's this kind of tension between Joel and Ellie. This isn't any spoilers, but it's like, older guy tries to kind of treat this younger person as the kid that they are in age. However, in an apocalyptic world, I don't really think your age is equivalent to the worlds that we live in, the safe worlds that we live in. And I think like you see that too in honestly, within different classes that you grow up around. If you meet a 12-year-old from a really poor family, they're going to have a lot more responsibilities. They're going to be doing a lot more to kind of help their family make ends meet, because that's a situation that they live in. Their family, money, unfortunately, does create an environment, either safe or an unsafe environment for a lot of families. And kids, and then families that have these kids, they look at them to like help manage things in a different way. Whereas really, really rich families, they can afford to like pay for all the chores to be done. They can pay for this more comfy safety net around their kids that creates this different aging as you grow up. So we see this in the world today, but I think obviously in an apocalyptic world, you're gonna see it in a much more intense way. But so the two kids are very protected, and that's because they have really great mothers and they're in a really good environment. But I do think they were safe in their little thing for so long, and being on the road does create more intense environments, and these kids don't really have the strategies on their own to make it to safety. You can say something to them, and I think Rick was right that like Sophia was probably really stressed out and terrified how much of what Shane had said Sophia was really stressed out, how much of what Rick said stuck with her. And I think that's very true. I think, obviously in hindsight, if she would have just stayed where she was, everything would be done and over. But her walking away did create this environment for us to have some really difficult conversations and to look at faith and lack of faith, whether it be like actual faith in like a figure like God and Jesus, or faith in the group or something like that. Faith in family, faith in friends, faith in job, faith in work, faith in higher power, higher being, but also hope and lack of hope, right? And I think Sophia's mom, we see it really well with her. We're like, yeah, she was blaming Rick. And I don't think that's fair, but I say that's not fair, but I'm also not expecting her to be thinking of life in a rational way in that moment. Like I'm not when people are upset in these moments, I'm not blaming them for how they're feeling when they can't grasp rationality, reality, or ground themselves, because I also wouldn't be able to grasp that. I also would probably blame someone and that blaming someone allows you this like little bit of safety net. It allows you this like comfort. It allows your brain pathways to go on to kind of make something that doesn't make sense make sense. And so I have empathy for that. I have understanding for that. But we get the bird's eye view, right? We get to have this conversation from kind of like that's not really fair to blame Rick. I get why they're doing it. But, I think Lori had a good conversation there with everyone. But we'll get to see how rational, calm, cool, collected, and grounded she is when she finds out that her own son was shot. I don't imagine that she will be able to sing the same tune. And that's the harsh reality of it, is that you need to surround yourself with a group that will help ground you in those moments that you can't ground yourself, will help show you the sunlight when you can't find it yourself, will help you move and carry on when you can't gather up that courage to do it yourself. That's why the group aspect is so crucial. And that's why I don't want Shane and Andrea to leave. I love them both so much for the characters that they are, and they help tell this emotional story in such a great way. And losing their dynamic would be awful, and it would be really sad for the story at this moment. I truly believe, if they left of their own free will. Of course, that's a choice, and the choices in this show are so well done. Like, it does really feel life or death, because it is, right? And I think that's what's so captivating and gripping about it, is that the choices that they're making are not kill or be killed, but the outcomes of the choices that they make can be life or death. But they seem like everyday average choices sometimes, and that's what I really, really like. So yeah, those are my thoughts on this beginning episode of season 2, The Walking Dead. What lies ahead is clearly devastating. And also, I'm glad I didn't read this description. See, I have such a beef with descriptions on episodes of TV shows. Rick leads a group out of Atlanta. On the highway, they are stopped by a threat, unlike anything they've seen before. Someone goes missing. Unnecessary. Like, you're telling me an entire, like, yes, that moment of, like, I just feel like you're ripping away that opportunity for us to go through the fear of someone going missing. And then that whole episode, I would have just been like, who's gonna go missing? Oh, she's gonna go missing because the description says she's gonna go missing. I don't like that description. This is why I don't read TV show descriptions before we get into it. Sometimes I like a little bit of information before you get into an episode or a movie, but I think with TV shows, the descriptions often get a little spoilery. Or just a little kind of like they rob you of that moment of experiencing it truly and fully. Anyway, that's it for me. If you want full-length reactions to this or anything else you see here today, go head over to Patreon for that. Grab your own copy, sync up, watch along. Otherwise, don't forget to like and subscribe. Thank you for all the love on The Walking Dead journey so far, and I will see you in episode 2 of season 2.